What's going on, everybody? JT Jaborn here. Welcome to another, video. This time we're going to be talking about the Monsterverse, something I wanted to discuss for a long time. And we're going to go over some reports that have come out over the past couple weeks. Obviously, a lot's changed in the Monsterverse. There's some rumors circulating that it's going to end in 2020 with Godzilla versus Kong, because Legendary and some company they're dealing with is having some financial issues. There's also Toho starting their own cinematic universe. And, a lot of fans are speculating, but like I said, that's all speculation. We don't know for sure what's going on, if Legendary is going to continue to make, Godzilla movies after 2020, because their initial deal was 3 movies with Godzilla in them, but then they, obviously reworked him into the post-credit scene of, Kong Skull Island, because they're setting up this larger Monsterverse. So, let's go ahead and talk about some things that have been happening. Now, Godzilla 2 was originally supposed to come out in March of 2019, but they pushed it back 2 months, to a more lucrative summer spot. It upsets me because I have to wait longer, but as you can see, I'm on GodzillaNews.com. We have 354 days, 6 hours, 26 minutes, and 35 seconds. Probably less for me because I try and, weasel my way into early screenings. But yes, so Godzilla 2 is coming out next year, and I absolutely can't wait for this film. But let's talk about some stuff that's, come out recently. There's been some news and rumors. Like, there's rumors that there's going to be a post-credit scene involving Charles Dance's character. There's something, he's like a black arms dealer or whatever, like, utilizing resources from, these various kaiju, being referred to as titans. Okay, I mean, he's basically the Hannibal Chow equivalent, and apparently he's going to be involved in, like, a post-credit scene, and apparently it's going to set up Godzilla vs. Kong. Who knows if this is true or not? Like I said, this is all just speculation, so let's see if we got anything else there. Just post-credit scenes. Obviously, we're going to get one. I mean, it's pretty apparent to me. Godzilla 2 just recently had a test screening, according to several sources on, Twitter, and, there's someone on Reddit who apparently saw it. A couple little outlets said, apparently they're talking about how there's a lot more monster action in this movie. It won't disappoint you. The person who said this is from Reddit. I'm going to Cosmic Book News, which, they're not that great. They're a very clickbaity site, but we'll just hear what they have to say. So, it was really great. You won't be disappointed. User, blah, 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 set off from the fans, far more satisfied with the monster action. So that's good. That's good. Like I said, we don't know if this is true or not. This is Reddit. A lot of bullshit comes out of Reddit all the time. Awesome moments. All the fight scenes were previs, yet they looked awesome. Let's see what else. Acting and cinematography are really nice, and even though the effects were not finished, some of the half-finished, it looked really great. I think you're going to like how much of the other creatures you're going to see in this movie, especially for Godzilla. For what I saw, I'm very pleased and can honestly say it will probably be the most original from this universe, and loved every single casting. Most original? It's a sequel. How is it going to be original? Like, it's almost in essence like a remake of King Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster with the cast of monsters involved with it. But, I'm trying to remain optimistic about this. I really do hope Godzilla King of the Monsters kicks ass. I love Mike Dougherty's 2 other movies. I love Trick or Treat, one of my favorite, Halloween movies to watch. I really enjoyed Krampus. So I have faith that this guy's going to deliver the monster action. You got some good actors in there. You got Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things. You have Vera Farmiga, Kyle Chandler, Charles Dance, Bradley Whitford, Zhang. I can't pronounce her last name, but you get it. So we got a good cast coming out. Also recently rumored, Millie Bobby Brown and Kyle Chandler are rumored to return for Godzilla vs. Kong. This is once again coming from Godzilla, movies.com. That'd be kind of cool. I don't see Vera Farmiga on this though. That has me interested. If that's the case, is she going to die? Is she going to survive? Who knows? But it would be nice to see some consistency amongst the films. I really do hope Ken Watanabe comes back for all 3 films in this Godzilla trilogy of sorts, because everybody loves the let them fight line. I mean, I think that's pretty awesome. Outlet also reports that 2-time Academy Award winning Frances McDormand. Ooh, Frances McDormand. She's a fucking stellar actress, so that'd be really cool to see her show up. So there's that. We went over the test screening, post-credit scene. And then lastly, Deadpool 2's actor Julian Dennison joins the Godzilla vs. Kong cast. So for those of you who saw Deadpool 2, he's the kid that, Wade Wilson is trying to save throughout the movie, save him from himself and, so on and so forth. And, he was pretty good in the movie. He was funny. I don't know how he's going to be in this new movie. Maybe he'll be one of the kids or something. I honestly have no freaking idea what's going on with Godzilla vs. Kong. I know there's going to be multiple monsters in the movie. Adam Wingard has confirmed this. I know in Godzilla King of the Monsters, Mike Doherty posted that picture of the oxygen destroyer. So there's always hopes that it's going to... I think it's going to factor into the plot somehow. I think he stated that. And we honestly have no idea, because we know Godzilla vs. Kong is happening, but I don't know how Godzilla King of the Monsters is going to end. It's going to set up something with King Kong. There's no way they're not going to do that. I guarantee probably at the very last tail end moment of the film, it's all blank screen, then you just see King Kong show up, and the audience is just going to, shit their pants. And then maybe they're going to have a mid-credit scene. Honestly, because the thing with Kong Skull Island's post-credit scene, it does take a while to get to it. And when I went to see the movie in the theaters, everybody had no idea they were going to have one, so they all kept leaving. That scene should have been the mid-credit scene, and then maybe they do a post-credit scene after that with Charles Dance as, rumored. I think that'd be kind of cool. Maybe the mid-credit scene shows them having Kong, and then a post-credit scene. So it'd be cool to have two, credit scenes. So good for this kid. I'm very jealous of you. You get to be in a movie with Godzilla and, King Kong. Adam Wingard is obviously directing that. Z Zhang, these are also the people rumored to show back up again. I really want you to take these characters seriously. I want you to be emotionally invested, not just in the human characters, but actually the monsters. It's a massive monster brawl movie. There's lots of monsters going crazy on each other, but at the end of the day, I want there to be an emotional drive to it. I want you to be emotionally invested in them. I think that's what's going to make it really cool. I do want there to be a winner. The original film was very fun, but you feel a little let down. The movie doesn't take a definitive stance. People are debating now who won the original movie, so I want people to walk away feeling like, okay, there is a winner. So who is going to win? Who will win? Will it be you, Godzilla? Are you going to win? Damn it. I used to have, this thing used to shoot fire, but I let my nephew play with it, and he kind of broke it. But still, he's still here. He's still here. I got my, good old Godzilla toy right there. It's very interesting. Who knows what's going to happen with Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla King of the Monsters? We obviously got Rodan, Mothra, King Ghidorah inside the film. It's going to be epic. It's going to be insane. It's going to be absolutely bonkers, just how, off the charts it's going to be. I'm super hyped for the movie, and I can't wait. I really can't wait for this film. It's gonna be something special. I mean, look at that shot. My favorite part of Godzilla 2014 was when he just breathes fire, gives it the kiss of death, and Kong obviously is pretty solid too. I think I like it's weird, there's elements I like about both movies in the Monsterverse. Godzilla has the stronger third act, but Kong is more consistently... I think Kong's cast of characters carry the movie better, and, it's got a sense of humor. And there's that awesome helicopter moment, and there's some cool monster brawls, but I think the third act of Godzilla is stronger, because you do have that, build-up, and you have those, epic moments. Kong just sort of kind of ends. It's still good, but there's elements I like about both movies. So, I definitely dig the Monsterverse. Not much else to talk about here. I do want to make more of these videos in the coming weeks. Whenever something happens with the Monsterverse, I think I want to start doing that on my channel. And I definitely look forward to talking more about this. And I'm kind of all over the place right now, but you get the point. So, Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla King of the Monsters. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on the news and rumors going on around the Monsterverse? What do you expect to happen? In terms of me and Godzilla vs. Kong, I did make a video a while back theorizing I think Godzilla and Kong are going to fight, and I do think there will be another monster that they team up against. My theory has always been Destroya because of the Oxygen Destroyer, but who knows? Maybe it'll be another monster, a completely original one. Because in Kong Skull Island, there's that scene where Randa is talking about a monster that took down his ship. Now, it's implied that it is... Some people think it's Godzilla. Some people think it's another monster. I think it's another monster because if you watch Godzilla 2014, Godzilla doesn't really seem to, take interest in the military. I mean, he lets them tag along, no big deal. But there had to be something else attacking those ships because even in the Godzilla Awakening, prequel graphic novel, Godzilla's not attacking the ships. He's just kind of just minding his own business. So maybe it's that monster, that third monster that's going to have these two monsters team up. I think... By God, I can just imagine it right now. Godzilla and Kong are fighting, and then maybe Godzilla kicks the shit out of King Kong, and then King Kong just pretty much is seemingly done. He gives up. He doesn't want to fight anymore. He's rugged. He's been old. He's had a really tough life. He's the end of his species. Godzilla kind of walks away triumphant. Then another monster comes in, and he's already like exhausted from his battle with Kong, and this new monster's kind of kicking the shit out of him. Kong sees this, and like, because Kong is obviously going to be smarter than Godzilla was, he's going to connect with people more, because he already had those connections. Like, if you remember Kong Skull Island, he kind of connects with Brie Larson a bit, and I think he's going to have that more emotional connection to humans and want to help them. And then maybe he sees Godzilla getting the shit kicked out of him, and just sees the monster causing all sorts of damage. You have like that moment where Kong just, he just sees all the shit that's happening, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to do something. Maybe the monster's about to kill Godzilla, then Kong comes in and just punches the monster, and then they just start, teaming up and, just working together. If you have that be the ending of your film, you might as well just end movies after that. I mean, that's the peak of cinema right there. It's the last thing, the image I ever want to see on film. You know what I mean? Because it's like, where do we go from here? But anyways, this is just my quick little video update. It's been fun. I got some more stuff I got to do, but I definitely want to talk about more of this Monsterverse related stuff in the future. So be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. And if you guys see any news and updates, like I said, just send it to me via Twitter. Leave a comment below. We can continue to discuss some Monsterverse stuff, because I like talking about this, and it's fun to me. It's definitely a lot of fun. So, yep, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of these Monsterverse-related updates. I'm going to start doing more of them as they come out, because I like talking about this stuff. It's a lot of fun. I want to have like kind of a hub here for people to discuss this stuff, in a respectful manner, not too hostile, because at the end of the day, they're just movies. We love this stuff. Let's just talk about it. Let's just have fun talking about things, theorizing, and, if stuff comes true, cool. If it doesn't, then, so on and so forth. So, yep, be sure to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SeanJTKing, and comment, like, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. I'm kind of just dragging this video on, so I'm just going to end it right here. So, what do you guys think of the news and updates in regards to the Monsterverse? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Do you think they're true? Do you think they're not true? Let me know in the comments below, and we can continue to discuss them further. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day. Take care now. Bye-bye then. Say goodbye, Godzilla. Bye-bye. Yeah, good boy.